my crafty friends, I am back with a brand new Easter video or Easter DIY video. And a lot of times I do make videos that I have lots of different projects and showing you how to make some really great decor using things that you get at the Dollar Tree. But this one was really special to me, and I actually made over this Dollar Tree egg to give as a gift to someone that's very special to me. I really wanted to walk you through step by step of how you can take one of these wooden Dollar Tree eggs and turn it into something really special, either for your decor or for somebody special in your life. And I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough tutorial. But before we get into the video, could you do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button? I know I haven't really given you a reason to subscribe yet, but I would be so grateful if you could hit that subscribe button and show me that you like the videos that I've been making for you. Let's go make a really beautiful Easter egg for our decorating this year. Right now, Dollar Tree has these wood wall hanging Easter eggs, and they are so much fun to make over. So I'm going to be making a very special Easter egg for someone in my life, and I wanted to walk you through the process in case you wanted to make an egg like this for your decorating. So I'm going to start by painting the egg, and I'm going to be using Dixie Belle paint. I'm using a pink color and a purple. It's almost a lavender color for the egg. And then I'm going to do cream in the center. So I just did a coat of the pink chalk paint on the bottom of the egg, probably the bottom 1/3 of the egg. And I didn't want to have to mess with sanding off all of the glitter on the front of the egg, so I am doing this on the back side. Now, if you want to make it look really nice and like finished, you could cover the other side of the egg. And I did use the pink paint all the way around the edge of the egg as well. So like I said, the bottom third of the egg is getting the pink chalk paint. And for the top third of the egg, I'm going to be using this lavender paint. Now this is Dixie Belle paint and it's the chalk paint. So I'm doing about 1/3 of the top of the egg with the lavender paint. One thing that I've noticed with the Dixie Belle paint is that it's very forgiving. I've had people mention before that I have kind of a heavy hand when it comes to painting, and they're not wrong. I do. I love painting and I love the colors. So I know less is probably more, but I just can't help myself. It's just so nice. And this paint is really nice to work with. Yes, it is more expensive, but to me, it's really worth it. So I did go ahead and use that lavender paint all around the sides of the egg. So wherever the lavender paint was on the front, then I just matched it up on the sides. Then I did want to add a little bit of definition, so I came back with some folk art. I think it's antique parchment, and I just dry brushed and added a little bit of that cream color to the lavender. And once I was done with my painting, then I did set that off to dry, and I came back the next morning, and I'm going to be sectioning off where I'm going to be painting the middle portion of the egg. So I'm using frog tape. Frog tape is probably my most favorite painter's tape to use on projects like this because you'll get really nice crisp lines and it won't damage the new paint that it's actually adhering to. So once I had the frog tape secured where I wanted it to be, then I came back with some Dixie Belle cream colored paint, again chalk paint, and I painted the center portion of the egg. And depending on what you want to do with the egg, that's going to determine what colors that you want to use. Now I've done this project and I've seen other people do this project with a cream color, the pink, and a kind of a sagey green, but this is going to be for my daughter, so she likes the pastel colors with pink and purple. So of course that's why I chose to use the pink and the purple in the cream on this egg. Now, once I was done painting the cream color, then I came back and removed the painter's tape. Now you can see I have a little bit of spots where I missed, but that's okay. They will be covered up later on. Then I used a little bit of burnt umber paint to antique this a bit and add some definition to the egg. I just used a chip brush for that. And then I came back and splattered it a little bit with some watered down burnt umber paint just to give it a little bit more texture. Once the paint had all dried, I came back with some satin ribbon and I attached it to the egg right on the edge of the cream color paint. I like to do it this way because this will cover up any imperfections if there's any areas that I missed with my paint. Then I came back with some antiquing ink. What is this called? I think it's antiquing stain. And I used the blending tool and I did this all around the edges of the egg. Now I want to add a messy bow, and messy bows are probably one of my favorite things to make because it's messy and it doesn't have to be perfect. So I just took different pieces of ribbon, little pieces of ribbon and little pieces of torn fabric, stacked them on top of each other, and then using a piece of the same satin ribbon and just tied it around the center of all of the material that's going to be my messy bow. I did wrap it around one more time and tie a square knot on the back side. And then I decided where I was going to set this onto the egg, and I moved the ribbons out a little bit, kind of making it a little bit bigger and messier. Then I secured it in place with some hot glue. I also came back with some greenery pieces like leaves and just different stems, and I tucked those underneath the ribbon. And I also secured a wooden button to the front. That goes right over that ribbon that I had tied onto the center of my bow. And then using some of the Tim Holtz antiquing wax again, I made a tag, and it's just a sticker with a rabbit on it, and I scrunched it up a little bit to make it look aged, and I secured that to the bow as well. I took a couple of pieces of raffia and joined them together. I know some people don't do it this way, but this way works for me. So I just took some raffia pieces and secured them together with some hot glue. And then tucked them into my bow. And there is my beautiful Easter egg. Well, it's not my beautiful Easter egg, it's for my daughter. But I wanted to have a way that she could display this, so I made an easel out of a few remnant wood pieces, and I secured those to the back of the egg. But having the easel is nice because you don't have to necessarily hang up the egg, but you can definitely use it in your decorating for Easter. And I know this project has been done before, but it's such a fun project. It's very easy to do, but it looks so nice. That was why I wanted to show you step by step how to create something like this, either for your decorating or as a gift for someone that's important in your life. So, what did you think? It's pretty, isn't it? And I love making messy bows like this. That is probably the one area that I am not good at with my crafting, and I know that. That's something that I want to get better at, is making bows. But when you make a messy bow, it's pretty easy. You just layer things on top of each other, tighten everything up, and you have a beautiful bow. You can add some adornments or add some embellishments to make it even more special for your decorating. Do you have a color theme that you go with your Easter decor? Do you like more pastels, or are you more of a bright color person when it comes to decorating for Easter? I'm really curious to know what your favorite colors are for decorating for Easter. So let me know by leaving a comment down below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.